Hello, people of the internet. It's your boy, Kyle.lucas, and this video is going to be very, very serious. And it's something that I've been wanting to talk about because it's just a very serious topic that I want to address. And to let you all know that if you do this, it's not worth it. So today I'm going to be talking about my self-harm addiction, which I do not longer have. I haven't self-harmed in like a few years or something. But it used to be very bad, so I wanted to talk about it. And if any of that triggers, I hit my drawer. If any of that triggers you, don't watch this video. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not gonna upset me if you don't watch this video, because I don't want anyone getting triggered or any of that jazz. And if you're new here, my name's Kyle. I make serious videos like this, as well as LGBT videos, random videos, story times, all of that jazz. So to get on with this story, I guess I'm gonna talk about when it started. So I believe I was in around 6th grade, and like, you know, you have the internet, you see things, and it was probably Tumblr or something like that where I'd heard of self-harming. And I used to have really bad anger issues. I mean, I still have a little bit, but like, I don't know, I'm also on medication, and I've always had really bad depression and stuff, and it just got worse over time, and all the fucking mental disorder bullshit things I do have. And I think in 6th grade, I really do think I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. This is such like a serious thing to me, and I'm going to stutter a lot because I'm nervous talking about it. In 6th grade, I think is when I started, like I've said the millionth time. And I think the first time I did it, it might have just been with scissors, honestly. And, it was just like 1 or 2 cuts, but from then on, it just escalated worse. And I know it got to a point where I just couldn't like do like, this might be triggering, like I'm serious, if this triggers you, leave. But I used to be able to do just like 2 and that's it, but then it got to a point where like I couldn't just do that. Like it had to be full on, like, or actually, no, when I started, I didn't do my arms at all. I didn't start cutting on my arms until about high school, or like the summer before high school, yeah. But I used to cut on like my thighs and my hips and my stomach, and it used to be so bad. Like it hurt to sit, it hurt to do anything. And don't think I didn't have like a support system, because I did. My friends like were there for me. My family was there for me if I was like upset and stuff. But like, I was just so addicted to it from like 6th grade on. Like if something relatively bad happened, I would just have to go to that. And it wouldn't be an attention thing either, because I wasn't doing it in places where people could see it, and I wouldn't tell anyone. My mom didn't find out until like a few years, because the scars on my legs are very, very deep and bad. They're hard to tell now because I have hair on my legs, and they've faded quite a bit, but like my legs and my hips are bad. My stomach, I can still see a few. And I had seen a counselor for it in 9th grade, and that's like right before it got to its worst it has ever gotten. And, like, she had experience in that. She was trying to help me. And it just did not help. And I'm not trying to give anyone, like, I don't know what I'm looking for is, the word I'm looking for is, I don't want to discourage anyone from seeking help, because that might help you. But I know it did not help me at that time. My counselor now, she helps me with things. But at that time, it just not helped me, because I was so deep in it. And I remember there was this one day where I had just gone way too far on, like, everything, like, almost every part of my body, like, down my arms, my legs, everywhere. And, I went to a friend's house, like, 2 hours later, and this was probably in, like, 10th grade, I think. And I'd be in 12th grade now if I was still in school. So it was a few years ago, and, it was, like, 2 hours later, and they were still bleeding, and she, like, helped me, and, like, Emily, if you're watching this, I love you. And thank you for all the support you did for me. Thank you to all my friends that have helped me through this type of shit. But I just remember that one day, and, like, that's when I really took it far. And I don't really know where I'm going with this video, but I just don't want people to feel alone. If you are struggling with self-harm in any type of way, I would burn myself sometimes. It was mostly just, like, cutting with, like, razors, and, like, I still have lots of scars, like, on my arms, this part of my arms, my legs, like I said, my stomach. there was a point where I cut the inside of my lip because the person I was with was really manipulative, and all that jazz, and didn't allow me to do things. So I would cut like the inside of my lip once, and it hurt so fucking bad. And once I cut my neck. And if you are out there doing that, like, please find help, whether it's with a counselor, whether it's with a mental institution, whether it's telling a friend, a family member. And the only reason I've stopped is because of my friends and my family really helping me. When my mom first saw the scars on my legs, like, the look on her face, like, broke my heart, honestly. And that's what's gonna happen if someone you love sees your scars. Like, it's gonna break them. So if you are currently self-harming or have been thinking about doing it, please find help. I'm here for you. Other people are here for you. There's like online counselors and shit. I'm pretty sure, like, apps for that shit if you don't want to see someone in person. There's a lot of different things you can do. And I really, really don't know where I'm going with this story. I don't know. I want to make a difference in this world and make people not feel so alone. And just know that I had an addiction to that shit for years. 6th to about 10th grade, I smoke. And I had an eating disorder for like 2 years, and I'm recovering from that. And unhealthy habits are inevitable, no matter what they are, no matter if they're drugs, they're alcohol, they're cutting, they're burning, they're doing whatever you do. But you're not alone. You're really not. There are people here for you. And, like, I'm really serious. If you are thinking that you are alone, I am here for you. Like, my DMs on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, anything are open to talk to me. And this video was such a mess. And I really, truly don't even know how I stopped. I'm very a cold turkey type of person when it comes to stopping things. Not with cigarettes, though. But I know with my eating disorder, it was kind of more of a cold turkey thing. And I'm pretty sure it was the same way for self-harming. Like, I couldn't just, like, slowly stop. Like, it was, like, all or nothing for me. Definitely. And now I see my scars, and I really regret that. And maybe you think that you won't regret that, but when you're like 50, do you want to see those? Like, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know you in your life, but I don't. And that's also why I want to get covered in tattoos, so I don't see them. Oh my God. I don't know. I know at one point it was like a game to me. It was like, how deep can I get these to be? How much space can I fill my body full of cuts? And it was never an attention thing. I never really showed anyone except for, like, really close friends, you know, because, like, I gotta vent to someone, like. But just know that, like, I keep repeating myself, but you are not alone. Life is such a slippery slope. And it's okay to admit to someone that you do things like harm yourself. It's okay to admit to someone that you have a problem so you can get help. Because you shouldn't live your life just full of hatred for yourself. And I know, like, it's easy to hate yourself in this society. And there are times I really do hate myself. But you just gotta try to push through that and learn to love who you are and love yourself and not harm your body in any way, shape, or form. Because it doesn't really matter what's on the outside. It matters what's on the inside. And if your inside's bad, you can fix that. You can change your ways. I truly do believe people can change. Because I've been a really shitty person in my past. I've done some really fucked up things. But I've changed as a person. I still do dumb shit. But I'm not as bad as I used to be. I'm not the same person I used to be. So you just gotta better yourself. You gotta get help. You gotta better yourself. I don't know. There's a line down my right arm, like right down the middle, that I can see in some lights, and it just hurts myself to see that. And I don't want any of you, like, feeling that way. And maybe you already have scars, and just know that it's still not too late to get help if you need that help, of course. And also, the thing with getting help is relapses are inevitable. I can't talk. But it's gonna happen. There were times where I tried to stop, and I just go back to it. And you live and you learn. And I think relapses are really a part of recovery with any type of recovery. It's gonna happen 9 times out of 10. And if you are, like, recovering from something and you have a relapse, don't give up. Just The next day is a new day. You can wake up and start all over again, and that's okay. You don't have to let that drag you back down into whatever thing you're addicted to or have a problem with. You just gotta live through that. You gotta remember, tomorrow's a new day. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna start again. And you might feel shitty about it for a few days, but just don't let it get to you. Like, just keep going. Just keep pushing forward, because you can be a better person. You can fix yourself. And I'm such a hypocrite 'cause I can't fucking quit cigarettes, but like, come on, like, one step at a time. I got a lot of fucking problems, but yeah, if you have any problems, like I've said, I've repeated myself a million times on a million different things in this video, but I truly am here for anyone. Oh my god, I gotta text my girlfriend. Oh my god, I just fucking moved my whole head. And I know there was a long time where I thought that I just didn't deserve a place on this earth, but one day you will find your purpose, no matter how big or small that purpose is. And you just gotta keep going. You gotta live in the moment. You gotta experience the things you want to experience. Do the things you want to do. You gotta find a reason to stay, no matter how hard that is. No matter who you need to talk to figure that out. No matter what you need to do. Because I believe in you. Just don't give up on recovering. And if you haven't ever self-harmed, don't do it. And if you are, find help. Because I know it took me years to get help and to stop. But here I am now. I've been clean for like a few years. Look at me go. I would go to school with like sleeves on, and like it sucked. And my legs just hurt, and my arms would hurt, and everything would hurt. My stomach would hurt. Everything would just be in so much pain, and it was just hard to focus on anything when you're in so much fucking pain. And there was times where I tried to slip it and do it in school. Like I said, not for attention. Like, I would take, like, pieces of pencil and, like, do it, like, inside, like, the desk or whatever. And then just cover it up real quickly. I don't know why I fucking did that. I don't know. I'm really bad with my emotions. Like, I would just go straight to cutting or eating. That's why I was overweight before. But then I got anorexia. Wow. I'm just really bad with my emotions. I've always been like that. I've been bad at knowing what to do with them. Don't think my friends didn't try to make me stop, because they did. They were there for me and stuff, but like, it was kind of like, you know, if I'm alone by myself, it's just what I would do. And I also wouldn't really feel any control in it. Like, I couldn't control myself, which sucked, obviously. I mean, and I'm not trying to blame anyone else, like, as in saying I didn't have control, but like, I truly in that moment did not have control over what I was doing. The only thing is I have a really high pain scale, so that's also why I kind of went a little crazy with it most of the time, which is very scary, because I don't really feel pain that much. Like, so I could just go at it and not worry about a damn thing, and then it gets numb at one point, and I was putting myself in really dangerous situations, which is pretty fucking scary. Once I was in, like, high school is really when I stopped giving a shit, and that's when I started just going straight down on my arms. Like, I did not give a shit. I did that so much, and, like, I'm so grateful to still be here to this day, because I was such a fucking like, I'm still a teenager, but, like, a few years ago, I was so fucking stupid with the shit I would do. I drank a bottle of hairspray once. I was so fucking stupid. Don't be fucking stupid like me. Moral of the story, kids. The other thing is, right after I did it, I would regret it, because I knew how bad it was going to hurt when I shower and when things just rub up against it, like sleeves or pants or shirts. And even though I regretted it right after, I'd go right back to it. And that's my thing with a lot of things I do. Like, when I had when I had bulimia, I would regret throwing up and then do it right again the next day. And that's how it was with self-harming. I would just regret it, do it again, regret, do it again, regret. It was just a big-ass cycle. And I'm sure, like, some of you relate. You're like, that's me, and that sucks. And I'm sorry for you, because I feel you on a deep-ass level. Like, looking back, I honestly don't even know what the fucking point of it was. It wasn't fixing anything. Self-harming does not fix anything. It just makes you feel worse half the time. Like, in the moment, it might make you feel a little better because the adrenaline and all that bullshit. But there's no fucking point for it. Like, I really look back and think, what the fuck was I doing? There's no fucking point. I was being fucking stupid. Sorry for all the cursing, but, like, it kind of angers me that I was that dumb. Like, it wasn't doing anything to fix any situation of what I was mad at or what I was sad at or why I was doing it. Some points I was doing it for no reason, just because of the addiction of it. Like, it's so fucking stupid to do that. Like, and if you're currently doing that, I'm not calling you stupid, but your choices aren't the best. Because it's not doing any good for you. It's just doing bad for you. It's just putting you in a bad situation. You can end up with infections. You can bleed out. There's a lot of different things that can happen. And maybe you're thinking, that's what I want to happen. But you don't. You're going to look back on your life and you're going to regret it. Like, I promise you, you're going to regret it. I really didn't think I was going to make it to the age I am now, which is 17. I didn't think I was going to make it this far. But I'm glad I did, so I can make videos like this and try to help people. Even if it doesn't help a single person, at least I tried. Like, I really am trying my hardest to help others, because that's all I want to do. Hi, so I guess I forgot to film an outro. I don't know. But I'm saying peace out now. I hope this video helped you or made you feel less alone, all that shit, jazz, and love you all. Peace.